All right, Patrick Ebert here at the Hitters Baseball Academy, here with Tim Schultz, one of the coaches. Tim, thanks for joining us. Want to talk a little bit about just your experiences. This is obviously a pretty special group. You've had a chance to coach these guys for quite some time. One thing with hitters, just if you're watching this and you don't know, you now drop back down and you start with a younger group, and you're going to follow that group through their high school years. And you've done that with these 2022s on the Navy side. So you've had a chance to spend a lot of time, a lot of travel. I guess with that in mind, what are your biggest takeaways? What the sense of pride? What are some of the things you know just from knowing these kids?
I think the biggest thing is watching these kids grow up, become young men and adults. They came on, little skinny 14, 15-year-olds that, came along for the ride, didn't really know what to expect, didn't know how to handle their money. Mom and dads were always there. You put them in the van. Next thing you know, we have 18-year-old men, ready to move on in life, and found the weight room, learned to manage their money, and took care of themselves. That's the biggest thing, is watching these guys grow up and become men is probably the best part about it.
And almost every single one is a college commitment. I mean, that has to feel pretty good that you're sending, you're sending them off to college in a way. So
right. It's hard work. I mean, they put the work in. They came in here, upstairs here. You kind of saw a little bit earlier. I mean, are they having fun? Yeah, but they worked their butt off. They worked hard. They knew what it took to get to where they wanted to be, and they stayed hungry. They weren't ever complacent and happy with where they're at. And now we got guys chasing some draft money, and that's what it's all about. It's keep getting better and working hard.
The one thing a lot of them mentioned just talking to them today was just there's no one they'd rather play with. There's also no one they'd rather beat. So whether they're, say, like the white team beating the Navy team at the big row, or even when they're at the high school level, if they see one of their hitters' teammates, it raises the bar for all of them. Is that friendly competition, because that's really what this is all about, right?
Right, exactly. The number one thing is they know how to compete, right? It doesn't matter who they're playing. It might be their buddy on the mound, buddy in the box, but they know they're better than that guy in the end. In the end of the day, they're going to shake hands, right, and go out for lunch or whatever they're going to do. The biggest thing I saw was last year in the spring with the COVID, they pushed it back a little bit at the high school, so we had a spring league. I had the white guys, RJ had the Navy guys in the spring, and we went out there and played 8 games every weekend against each other and just beat each other up. And it was fun. I mean, the guys razzing each other, and but they played hard, and that's the number one thing, is they played hard, and they hate to lose.
What's the biggest thing you try to impart on them? You have years of experience, so to get some wisdom to share with them. And what would you think that you'd start with?
I think the biggest thing is to compete, play hard, run hard, be a good teammate, and remember, these are all life lessons they learn. They're going to take these to their job. They're going to take it in life. And that's number one. It's not just baseball. These are life lessons they learn growing up. And just keep working hard. It's going to take you where you want to be. Might not be baseball related, but in the end, these guys are all going to be successful in life.
Yeah. This place is special, in a word, right? I mean, and this type of thing didn't exist 10, 20 years ago, much less, when you or I were younger and playing ball. And I watched a video of Craig Counsell, and they had a dinner here from a few years ago. Say that same thing. A guy that obviously has enjoyed tremendous amount of success, manager of the Brewers, played at Notre Dame, played for the Brewers. Had a lot of steps along the way to be successful. Do these kids, put in the time commitment? They know how special a place like this is. But can you just speak to that a little bit?
Well, again, like I told you, this is my part-time job, so everybody knows.
Yeah.
And I'm here 30-some hours a week on top of my regular job. But when I get in the car after work and I can drive down here, and I have a half-hour drive or a 50-minute drive from home, but the drive here, just knowing the energy and the excitement and the work habits that are in this building are enlightening to me and put a smile on my face when I walk in here. There's nothing better to watch how hard the kids work. And you would think after years they would take this for granted. This is normal. It's becoming normal, but the work ethic is what sets us apart from others. We have a weight room that is pretty special. A lot of the other facilities don't have the weight room. The kids are in there busting their butt in there, and come in there on a Saturday morning at 7 in the morning. There's 20 guys in their team. Or this group down here, there might be 33 of the 35 in the weight room. Friendly competition, working their butt off. I mean, that's what brings my energy here, and watching the kids grow and what kind of environment RJ's built, inside it. It's a special place. You're right, Patrick. It's a special. It's not for everyone, but it's a special place here.
I think we've seen that very much today, even like when Vierling was batting, and that diving play at first, and just like the yelling and the screaming, and like you want to get each other out, but like you couldn't do that today anywhere else but inside.
Correct.
It's 20 degrees. It's February. You can't do that here in Wisconsin, but they're working and committing to become better player and people, which is fun to watch.
That's what it's about, right? Competition. I always say competition breeds success, and I think that's what's happened here. I mean, these guys play hard, and they're good kids. They've earned everything they've gotten.
Yeah, it's great stuff, Tim. Appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, you too.
You done, or you gonna stay here all day? Got RJ yet?
Got RJ next, and then.
Oh shit, he's gonna get a tear in his eye. He might. That's one thing about him. He doesn't understand.